travelers.
Gracias.
Isn't that thank you?
Hola.
Hola.
Yeah, my Spanish lessons aren't sticking.
So we are here today, our last day in the Florida Keys.
Our last full day. We get to spend the night tonight.
Yep. We had a full morning. We went and saw Little Palm Island Resort. Gorgeous. So check out that post, and we have a couple more things to post about, but we wanted to come to you live. We are on our way back to Key Largo, and we wanted to show you how beautiful it is traveling between the islands.
Why don't you go ahead and turn them around right now, honey? Some of our favorite moments from this trip have just been taking in the scenery, lots of lush greenery, and we are actually about to drive onto one of my favorite stretches of US 1, and that is the 7 Mile Bridge. If you go out the windshield right now, honey, you can actually see a good piece of the bridge out there in the distance. Not sure if that'll come over across on camera, but you can actually see almost, well, you can see the entire length of the 7 Mile Bridge as you're approaching it. Pretty remarkable. No land at all for 7 full miles.
Absolutely beautiful views. You can't beat it.
And the colors of the water may not also come across on video, but so many tones of blue and green, and it's just, it's phenomenal. It's so beautiful here. I cannot believe this is my first time here, but I can tell you for sure it will not be my last.
The water's so blue it's hard to tell where the water begins and the sky ends. You can see out the front here where the bridge wraps around. Hope we're not making you car sick. Here's some more water view. Over the weekend it was nuts. There were so many boaters, and we witnessed behavior that we didn't know was part of the boating lifestyle, but they would congregate in the sandbars out further in the ocean. It was pretty funny. It was like a little gathering, a party. There's no land. They're just all huddled together, you know, jumping out of their boats and hanging out. It was really cool.
And we are now officially on the 7 Mile Bridge. 7 miles and nothing but water views, and there are some little islands and boats, but not a tree, not a house, nothing else in sight for the next 7 miles. Now, when I say not a tree, I'm obviously not counting the trees on the islands that we're driving past.
Growing in the little sandbars. Bring you around here. Yep, this weekend there were just boats huddled all around these little islands and out in the water. Very neat thing to see. I'm sure it's even more cool to be a part of it. So I guess next time we're down here, we're renting a boat. See what the boat life's all about.
Sounds good to me. And I will tell any of you drivers out there, US 1, you can run it all the way from, basically from Miami down to Key West. Once you hit the islands, the speed limit never exceeds 55, but things just move so much slower here. People do tend to stick to the speed limit. And an important tip that we picked up yesterday on our way home from Marathon, we got stuck in a bit of traffic. Turns out about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, things get real congested around the middle of the islands with all the people from mainland Florida that come down here for the weekends as they're traveling home. Our trip home should have taken us about 90 minutes, and it wound up taking us about 2.5 hours. We spent an extra 60 minutes in traffic. So just a little, you know, food for thought. Heads up. If you're going to come down here and try and get back out of the islands Sunday afternoon, you're going to want to build in a little extra time.
And I don't know if you can see, but right there, that little white dot beside the island, there's actually a few boats docked on the island hanging out like we were talking about.
Yep, just pack a tent and a cooler, and you can have your own private island for a weekend, for a week.
Oh, it's amazing. And with views like these, who minds too much if you get stuck in a little traffic? One of the cool things about the bridges here is they have inclines, I guess a little lump. I don't know what to call it.
It's a little uphill incline.
That so that the bigger boats have a space to clear and to go underneath them. So we're about to go up one of these lumps. You get a much more.
Call it a lump.
Why not a lump?
It's not a lump. I mean, it's not a lump in the highway.
It is too.
Okay, that's the new official term. We're about to cross the lump.
The Keys lump. Here it goes. You can see it approaching there, how there's just a steep incline suddenly. So we'll get a good view of the water from up there.
And actually, if you were with us on Saturday, we checked in from, oh boy, now the name of the place is escaping me. It's right at the end of the bridge, that little bar where I had the peel and eat shrimp.
Oh, the Sunset Grill.
The Sunset Grill is right at the end.
Okay, we're going up the lump.
We're going up the lump. I'll quit talking about the grill.
No, that's okay. I'm just showing them the water. So you can talk about the grill.
But yeah, we're approaching the top of the lump. And as Amanda said, this is built into the highway for bigger boats and ships so that they have a place to clear underneath the highway without having to build in what's
drawbridge.
That? Drawbridge. Wow, my words are escaping me.
And we're descending the lump.
Descending the lump, and over to the left you'll see Pigeon Key.
Oh yeah, it's so cool. It's just this tiny little outcrop. There's lots of houses on there, and you can go visit it. But looks like right now the only way to get there is boat, because the bridge that's beside this one, you can't really see it actually. Yeah, you can. It's under construction because it looks very old and very out of use.
Yeah, it's definitely out of service.
Yeah, but that you can see the house there and the exit from the old highway. Just a bunch of people living on this tiny little land. Why not?
But anyway, in another 2 or 3 miles, we will be to the end of the 7-mile bridge, and we will pass by the Sunset Grill, where I was saying we checked in on Saturday. Great little spot. They've got an outdoor bar. You saw pictures of the swimming pool. The food there was excellent. Great selection of craft beers.
The staff is very friendly and helpful.
If you go to the outdoor bar, say hello to Jordan and Lee for us.
And Jamie.
And Jamie. Sorry, Jamie. Didn't mean to forget you.
Very cool. Yes, so this is the tropical life right here. On your highway drives, even when you're stuck in traffic, you're not staring at someone else's tailpipe and trash along the side of the road. You get to stare at the ocean and the cool little houses and structures built on these tiny keys, the boaters.
So yeah, when you're ready for your tropical escape, if you want to keep it domestic, let us know. We toured plenty of properties in the last few days that we would have no issue recommending for your stay.
Absolutely. Something to fit all budgets and all personalities.
We also have recommendations for some restaurants.
Speaking of which, you can see Sunset Grill. It's off to the, I guess, the right of the screen. It's that grass hut. Very fun, very beautiful location. And yeah, this brings us to the end of the bridge. So we're gonna say goodbye for now.
and I will say goodbye, and I'll put my eyes back on the road.
Yes. All right, we will keep posting while we're here, keep you abreast of all the adventures we're having, and just reach out if you have any questions.
We're at the end of the bridge, folks. We'll check in with you again later.
Mwah.